Okay, we're back. And I hope the music isn't too loud. I know this song is kind of loud. So we're back to the scene here. Is Levar going to kill the rabbit or let it go? We are doing the evil ending. But yeah, we're gonna kill it. Levar took it by the neck and killed it quickly. He did not want the poor thing to suffer, but he also knew his friends would probably enjoy something to eat. So, anyone want lunch? Levar proudly picked up his kill and walked over to the other cubs, dropping it at their feet so they could eat. That's also probably something that not a lot of people have picked, so I thought I'd do it. It doesn't have a huge scene to it. You're pretty good at hunting, Levar. If it were up to me, you would stay part of our pride. Yes, but it is not up to you, Zane. Somebody like him is dangerous. You yourself have seen the dangers of this cub. Makoba walked up to his brother, lightly brushing his soft paw across his brother's face where the deep marks had been left. Levar turned as if to walk away, but something caught his eye. Behind Makoba, in the distance, there was a strange light-colored cub he had never seen before. He did his best not to let on that he saw anything, and his eyes darted back to Makoba. It's getting late. We need to go back home. Come on, everyone. As everyone walked, Levar and Zane followed as usual. Levar slowed more and more. What are you doing? I saw something back there. I need to go see it. Zane looked back at his friend with a worried look. Please don't tell anyone. Levar turned and made a run for it when he knew he was far enough away from Makoba that he wouldn't be noticed. Levar stopped when he reached the area he saw the cub. It may not have been night quite yet, but the area seemed dark, as if light itself was afraid to go to these parts. Wait up! Levar turned around to see Zane following him. What are you doing? You will get in so much trouble. We are best friends. We either both get into trouble or neither of us do. So I'm just bringing up the music a bit because it's really hard to hear it. Even when playing the game, it's really hard to hear this music. Anyway, let's continue. There was a cub, a strange cub, looked like a male, hanging around here. I just wanted to see who he was. Well, it is best we check it out together then, right? Not that you can't stand up for yourself, of course. The two continued walking for a bit, following the fireflies. Wow. How have we never seen this area before? It looks so cool. Come on, let's explore. That cub has to be here somewhere. The two walked around in silence, looking at the bones and such around them, till suddenly a geyser eruption startled the two of them. What are you two doing here? The owner of the commanding voice appeared to them as the steam cleared from the geyser. He was a short, light-colored cub with a mane starting at the top of his head. He could not be much younger than they were. This is our pride's land. We were wondering what you were doing in it. Pff, your land. Not this area, I'm afraid. This is our land you have walked into, and I have reinforcements if needed. You won't get out alive. The cub approached into their view. Now, I will ask you one more time. Who are you two, and what are you doing here? Levar and Zane looked at each other and then back at the cub. He did not look intimidating, but perhaps that sparked a small fear into them. He obviously had confidence to confront two cubs and demand information when he appeared to be alone. This was dangerous. The cub turned to Zane and looked him in the face. Come on, scarred one, spit it out. Before the two cubs could answer, another cub appeared, a bit taller and more muscular than them. What is going on here, brother? Intruders. They will not get in, not without us knowing who they are. What are your names? Okay, so you can either lie to them or tell them the truth. This is actually a scene that is in the demo. This is one of those things that if you've played the demo, you've seen the scene already. I believe the music is still the same, though it could have changed. It's still so quiet. It's a very quiet music. It's almost like sort of like not there, but it is. This does have weight, and it does kind of play like a little bit of a scene depending on which one you pick. There's a little bit of a different scene to it. I'm going to pick lie to them just because we're going for the evil one, and obviously lying is more evil than telling the truth right off the bat. My name is Futa, and my friend here is Scar. Okay, real quick little thing. There is a reason why this cub here and his brother sort of look like Mufasa and Scar. They are actually the original story. If you go and look at any of my art, you'll see Levar with Scar and Mufasa. I didn't want to have any sort of like actual Disney characters in the game, so when I was making the game I had to make up characters who would be Scar and Mufasa. But I did kind of throw that in here as sort of a little thing to it, and it kind of makes sense. The scar across his face kind of gives away that he could be called Scar, and I think even Levar brings that up soon. We are just two cubs that wandered here by mistake, really. We were unaware this was your land. The taller, lighter cub approached Zane. Aren't you the prince from the pride not too far from us? No. Really? You do not seem so sure of that. You remind me of Prince Zane. Sorry, you must have me mistaken with someone else. Pity. I was hoping he would come to visit. We have a little club. He would be most welcome in. So you two better run along. If you see him, tell him to come and talk to me. Antony will show you out. Use whatever force is necessary to remove them. With pleasure, Kailas. Kailas turned and walked away from the two strange cubs as his younger brother approached them with a rather unsettling grin. Wait! The cub stopped and looked over his shoulder at the two intruders to his land. What if I am Prince Zane? Well, that would be a funny story, seeing as you just told me your name was Scar, or at least your friend did. Kailas fully turned back to look over Zane once again. Scar is a nickname. How do I know I can trust you? You don't seem to know who you are yourself. Or Zane looked to Levar with pleading eyes. Well, he has an obvious scar on his face. Why not call him Scar? He really is the prince, though. Kailas sat down and looked back and forth between the two cubs. I don't trust either of them. Do you want me to throw them out? Kailas thought for a moment longer before turning to his younger brother. No, I believe them. After all, no one I know matches their description as well as they do. He turned back to Zane and Levar. Welcome, Prince Zane. And this must be Levar? Levar and Zane stared at him wide-eyed. Come, we've been expecting you. Ooh, creepy. Kailas led them deep into the graveyard. As they walked in, they noticed lots of eyes on them. There was almost an army of something watching over them as they arrived. Kailas stopped when he came to a small group of other male cubs. Levar noticed within the group of cubs there was a young male hyena. He was just a bit larger than the cubs he was hanging out with. Despite the difference in size and species, he seemed to get along really well with the cubs, almost as if he had been raised by them, or with them. They have a hyena in their group. His name is Peaky. He is Antony's pet? Friend. Leave him out of this conversation. Sorry, I just think that was really cool. Zane smiled, taking it all in. Our humble little group is made up of hyenas and lions. We live and work together here. And you have never had any problems? Of course not. We respect each other. That is the key to our survival. Don't you guys have parents or adults? I am the oldest of this group. Besides the hyena clan elders, we have taken in a few cubs pushed out of their pride at a young age. I am next in command after my brother here. I make sure things stay in line and get done. and watch over Peaky. When Peaky's parents were killed, we took him into our group. His parents respected us, and now the other hyenas respect us too. That is really awesome. I love the idea of being friends, instead of chasing them out of our land all the time. They bring us food, and we promise protection in later years. We have been devoted to them. Just then another cub appeared by Kailas and spoke quietly to him. Kailas, may I speak with you for a moment? My brother is a little busy. Perhaps I can help you? Anthony started to walk over to the cub. Actually, Anthony, could you maybe take the new guys and show them around? I'm sure you can do just as good a job as I. Anthony leered at his brother for several moments before he turned away from him and continued in the direction with the new guys. Fine, I'll see you later, brother. Kailas turned back to the newcomers once again. Well, I will let you guys settle in and look around. Anthony can be your tour guide for the area. They turned to look at the smaller cub, who obviously forced a smile, looking back over his shoulder at them. They could imagine the moment he turned around, the smile would turn into a scowl. Kailas headed off with the other cub while Anthony led the way through the graveyard bones. It was quiet for some time before Levar spoke up. So, where did you get that scar on your front leg? Anthony stopped and looked down at the 4 scratch marks on his left front paw. You don't want to know. Did you kill someone? No. Is it a silly story? Like Zane and I have scars. We gave them to each other. My brother tried to kill me when we were young. There was silence for a moment. Kailas? Yes. But it does not matter. I am alive. He takes good care of me now. Levar opened his mouth to ask more, but stopped. The subject was not the best one to bring up. I'm going to stop the video here. It's definitely getting long. I'll see you guys in the next video though, okay? Bye-bye.